So here we have this week's sneaker releases, and it seems to be a pretty packed week actually, and a fair few sneakers I think of mention. The first one up on the 10th of March, and from Brooklyn Projects, which I believe is a rock band in New York, and it's a New Balance Numeric 480 high top. I personally don't really like the Numeric 480. I just found them a bit really sort of stiff to wear, and I'm sure once you sort of bake them in they feel nicer, but I just didn't get on with them personally. But I did like the look of the ones that I had, which was the Jeremy Fish version, which looked really nice. But yeah, just a shame really. But with the high tops, I'm not a fan of these. They look very sort of Converse like as well, but I'm sure they're fine for skating. And also on the 10th of March, got Sneaker Politics and the Asics Gel-Kayano 14, and it's much like any other Gel-Kayano 14, but it's still a really nice colourway and a nice execution, and obviously the metallic Y2K trend is still happening, and yeah, so overall just a really clean looking sneaker. And same for this on the 12th of March is the Zutomayo Asics Gel-Kayano 14, and Zutomayo are a Japanese rock band I believe, and these kind of look like they're taking inspiration from Off-White or Virgil, with the sort of cross lacing on top. And I'm sure this lacing system has been done before on other trainers, but I think the lime green version looks very nice. And yeah, if I didn't get on with Gel-Kayano 14s, I just don't like the way they feel and look on my particular feet. I would definitely grab them. I do think they're a nice sort of neutral sneaker, similar to the 1906 style. And also on the 12th of March, LaMelo Ball has the Puma Lafrance pack coming out, and this one's got the metallic silver colorway and the black colorway, and they're kind of primarily aimed at sort of skate shoes I believe, and quite sort of big and chunky looking, which is a thing that I suppose maybe like kids wear more so. And also on the 12th of March, which I actually like the look of, is the Bape ABC Camo Crocs Classic Clogs. The Classic Clogs I'm not too much of a fan of personally, but these ones look a bit more, I suppose, premium, I guess, especially judging from this strap. It doesn't look like there's a plastic strap, but I'm not 100% on that. But if it comes with the gibbets, or maybe you have to buy the gibbets extra, it's still a cool looking shoe. I especially like the blue pair, but it's one of those ones where I personally don't like wearing too much in terms of sort of Crocs footwear, but I do realise why they're popular, and I've reviewed a bunch of different silhouettes from them. And also on the 12th of March, got the Nike Air Max Waffle SP Hyper Blue, and yeah, this is not bad in terms of colourway. Not a fan of this sneaker in particular, but it does look like an off-white sneaker at the same time. And also on the 13th of March, we've got the Adidas Gazelle Indoor made in Italy. These already came out in the UK I believe, or at least the raffles loaded up, and they do look nice, especially like cashing on the shoe trend at the moment, where sort of sneakers look more like shoes. And I think this one's not a bad execution actually. I think it looks really nice. The only kicker is the price. I think it's £230, which is probably around about $250, $260, which is an awful lot of money for a pair of shoes. And also on the 13th of March, got the Size New Balance 2002R Refined Future Pack for their 20th anniversary. And yeah, overall I think all three look nice, especially like the sort of khaki grey colourway, with the sort of details on them. And I still prefer the original Rain Cloud colourway, which I've got, but I wouldn't be mad at grabbing any of these. But overall I think they still look really nice, especially on foot, but yeah, not something that I'm going to be going for personally. And also on the 13th of March, Jeff Staple is collaborating with Brooks, and this is called the Adrenaline GTS4, and it's a nice looking silhouette. It's the same as all kind of like Acer type vibes, and again there's a sort of sub running trend at the moment as well, so I think a lot of people are wearing sort of more running sneakers for everyday lifestyle wear, so this one is a similar one in particular. And also on the 13th of March, continuing on with the Nike Air Zoom Spiridon, is the OG version of the Signal Blue. This one came out back in the day, I think it was 99 I believe, and or 96, and they're really nice looking trainers I suppose, but I think this blue colourway, just usually I'm a fan of blue and white, but this one's just not doing it for me. I still prefer the OG Sport Red colour, because it's just got the sort of silver hits on it. But just a word of warning with these particular trainers, because of the outsole, I just felt a bit of sort of pronating on on the inside of the foot, because there's no sort of TPU plate. But some people may not experience that and might be okay, but maybe it's just the way my feet are. And also on the 13th of March, got the Fenty Puma Avanti LS stitched, and it's coming in this sort of pumpkin colorway, but then there's also the lime colorway as well. Not bad. Again, not something that I'd go for. It's more for the women out there as well, and I think this particular sort of low, sleek sort of silhouettes are more aimed towards, you know, that crowd. And also on the 13th of March, which I believe Song for the Mute are an Australian rock band, is the Adidas pack, and this one's comprised of 3 different superstar silhouettes, and it looks like they're using sort of really premium material, and the Adistar 3 cushion, which I think is a nice looking silhouette, and again it's got their materials that are slightly different. I don't think these Songs for the Mute trainers have been that popular, and I've seen a bunch on sale, so I'm not sure, you know, they're continuing on with releasing a whole bunch of these, but I'm sure they'll probably be limited numbers this time around. And also on the 13th of March, got the Salehe Bembury New Balance 991v2, and this is Colours Be the Palette. This is continuing on Salehe Bembury's collaboration with New Balance, and overall it's a nice execution of the sneaker. Purple is not something that I tend to wear, especially with this amount of purple on the sneaker. Just think it looks a bit too loud and obtrusive, and the same goes for any other sneaker which has this sort of monotone colour, you know, and has a sort of that kind of colour which is really bright and sort of difficult to match up, and then you have to wear a lot of blacks or something with it. But you know, sort of signature thumbnail or fingerprint on the sneaker as well. So yeah, I do like the 991v2, slightly bottom heavy, but they are very comfortable on foot. And also on the 14th of March, got the Adidas Samba Mexico 2025 Gold Cup, and by the looks of these, they're not quite the all over leather. It looks like it's got some sort of nylon, almost sort of like ripstop material instead of on the upper, sort of like leather. But yeah, it's not bad, you know, it's not anything just going to set the world on fire, but I'm sure it'll be popular, you know, with the football fans. And also on the 14th of March, Asics are releasing their Gel-Kinetic Fluent, and then these ones look nice. I think, you know, I've ordered a pair of the Gel Quantum 360, I think it's the 7 model, and that should be coming soon. I bought them for pretty much lower than half price, so I wanted to always sort of see what the Quantum line was about, and so I'll be putting a review up on them at some point in the next week or two. And also on the 14th of March, got the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Black Vault. I saw a review for this from Chris at Wear Testers, and he was gushing about them, and so they do look nice. You know, if you're into Foamposites, then it's probably not one you want to miss out. People have been dubbing this the Xbox because of the colorway, and I also like the Vault outsole as well. It looks really, really nice. And also on the 14th of March, which is probably the biggest release of the week, is the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 Brick by Brick. A lot of raffles have been loaded up, and I've entered a bunch, and you know, it does look very, very nice. And you know, this is one of those sneakers that I kind of wrote off at the beginning of the year and wasn't interested in, you know, after sort of seeing the mock-ups. But to tell you the truth, when you see them now, you know, an actual sort of sneaker, I can, you know, see what the fuss is about, and they are very, very nice. My only reservation with these is, you know, the wearability. Again, you'd need to dress up quite sort of in black, but I do like the overall execution, and I feel like, you know, you kind of have to sometimes take a different route with these things, especially when you're doing a collab. So I kind of like the fact that, you know, he's gone out there and just sort of created something which shouldn't work but does work, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall it's a really nice sneaker. Just my reservations is, you know, if I'd wear them, but I've still entered the raffles because I'm still interested in checking them out. But you know, there's a bunch of reviews up already online on YouTube, so you know, I think, you know, if I'm lucky to grab one, then I'm quite happy to sort of review them, but I'm not sure if I'd keep them long term. And also on the 14th of March, got the Nike Vaporfly 4, and there's a bunch of different colorways coming out over the course of spring summer, so just keep an eye out. But these are, you know, really nice, expensive running shoes, but I kind of like the way they look as well. But you know, not something that I would buy, but I just appreciate that Nike are doing something really cool with their running line. Just a shame that they're really expensive, but they include a sort of fly plate in there as well as having Zoom X and I believe Zoom A units. And also on the 15th of March, got the Puma Speedcat Go, and these ones are really nice. I think they look really cool, more for the women out there, but I'm sure you could, you know, wear it as a guy as well. And the difference with these ones, because of the upper being made of this sort of mesh material, they're a bit different to the standard Speedcats, and I actually think they look cool, yeah, overall, and probably got a lot of breathability as well, so good one for the sort of spring summertime. And also on the 15th of March, I don't know if this would actually drop during that period because there seems to be a lot of sneakers dropping, and some sneaker sites have these labelled as being, you know, not as coming out in this week, but some have put it for the 15th of March. I think if it does come out on the 15th of March, it'll probably be on Maniere's website, and maybe in the next sort of couple of weeks after following up on sneakers and other retailers. But yeah, overall a nice colourway, very much in line with what Maniere normally do. I don't particularly need another Jordan 3, and in all honesty, I'm not even wearing some of the pairs that I have already, which is the OG colourways. So I'd rather hold out to see if the True Blue version comes out later on in life, maybe in 2026 or 2027. But you know, not to say that I might not still grab these, I might still grab them anyway, because I do like the colourway. I think it's really nice and it's a really good execution. And also on the 15th of March, got the Adidas Harden Volume 9 Metamorphosis, and yeah, another nice sneaker, nice colourway, especially for the basketball court, especially if you're into green as well. And I kind of like that it's not that kind of dark green, it's that kind of metallic vibe going on. So yeah, it's really cool, almost an emerald colour. And also on the 15th of March, got the Air Jordan 9 Cool Grey, and another classic OG sneaker worn by Michael Jordan during his Wizards career. And yeah, just overall clean. I think Jordan 9s are a bit clunky on foot compared to say the Jordan 7 or Jordan 8. And you know, I really love the Jordan 7 because I just find them really comfortable and just really nice on foot. And I actually like the way they look as well when you put them on foot. But with the Jordan 9s, like I said, they feel more boot-like, just a bit clunky, a bit more heavy. But you know, if you like that sort of thing, then obviously this is definite for you. And also on the 15th of March, it's the Adidas Anthony Edwards 1 Low Arctic at Night. This is again a nice colourway. They've got loads of different colourways for this AE one, and I think they're probably overdoing it now, but still, you know, a clean colourway. And also on the 16th of March, got the Adidas Samba Deutschland 125th anniversary. So I'm assuming this is Adidas's anniversary, and just a very sort of plain sneaker. I thought maybe they could do something a bit more in line with the 125th anniversary, but you know, I'm assuming that, you know, there'll be other ones that come out during the course of the year.